Mark 1/1000. Hello, we are operating roughly a 10-second delay on Twitch, 20 on YouTube. I hope your time zone is going where you want it to. Mine is not, but we endure. And resist when we can. No major announcements. Life is life. Excuse me. Work is work. Okay. I'll try to keep things as consistent as I can. But if I need to take time off, life happens. And if I need to take time off, I will try to give you as big a heads up as I can. Example, I need July 31st, next Friday off, and September 3rd through the 7th off, and more than likely January 2nd off of next year. Any water in this? Oh, good. So, but other than that, yeah, nothing I can. This is good to go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm still waking up. I apologize. Today's broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you. So thank you very much for your support. When that support comes in, it is truly appreciated. I always encourage conversation. So feel free to talk about whatever you want, ask about whatever you want. Please just keep a few things in mind. One, my focus is on the game, not the chat. Two, there is a 10-second delay on Twitch, 20 on YouTube. And three, I tend to get distracted by anything and everything. Excuse me, especially if my lovely partner is involved. On top of all of that, no matter who you talk to, please keep it reasonably respectful. We try to keep this a fun, relaxing place for people to hang out and be themselves. Switch these. Oi. Yeah, we're good. Countdown's fine. I'm probably gonna have to adjust the camera because of the test stream we did Wednesday. By the way, everything we tested for was a trap. Can't stream at 2K because in order to stream at 2K, I would need to drop $200 to $300 a month on a dedicated Tier 1 line. I think it's called the T1 line. Hardwired to my house. That ain't happening. Can't dual mode stream because in order to dual mode stream, I can only stream to Twitch. So I can either dual mode stream or stream to Twitch and YouTube, not both. So if for some reason you're watching on a cell phone, which welcome to the stream, happy to have you here. Amazing that you're watching me on a cell phone. me on YouTube. YouTube does that shit for free. It is set up to instantly just switch to, hey, vertical streaming. I don't have to stream on dual mode and anything. It just takes care of it itself. So added a command for that. And we'll get to what else I'm talking about soon. Alright. Hello, welcome back to a playthrough of Age of Wonders 4. Specifically, the newest DLC at time of recording, Secrets of the Archmages. We are going to start... There we go. I can just click it.
Choose your destination.
The final released story realm, Evermore. We'll go over that real quick. And then we'll dive into playing. We got a build here that was stream only, that we hashed out, that the chat was all down for. I'm not saying it's a good build, but it is a build. Okay. Other than that, the one thing I want to cover, and maybe someone will clip this, maybe someone will see this video, I don't know. A little peek behind the curtain. It is July 2026, and recently, at time of recording, Twitch did something called Twitch University. I don't know. I'm an old man. Don't pay attention to that. But apparently, they compiled some data. Data? With the help, I assume, of other streaming sites, because there's no way this data applies to Twitch alone. But in June of 2026, I'm guessing across all streaming platforms, 6 million people stream. Individuals, unique individuals. So what does that mean? I stream 4 times a week. I still only counted once. Doesn't matter if you stream every day, you still only count once for the data. So 6 million unique individuals streamed across all platforms. So Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok, maybe? I don't know. Any platform. Family-friendly platform. Alright, 6 million. I'm guessing that number is only going to go up. So my advice for anyone like, ooh, should I start streaming? By all means, stream for fun, stream because you want to be creative, stream for a variety of reasons. Never stream to make money. If you happen to make money, great. But do not stream for the express purpose of making money. Because that ship has sailed. Okay? You have better odds of becoming a professional professional sports player in any sport and making millions. You have better odds of becoming a professional actor at any level, theater, movie, TV. Right? Your odds of making any money while streaming are 1, and if you start in 2020, your odds of making money, if you start in 2026, your odds of making money are 1 in 6 million. And that number is only going to get worse. Because every year, more people are being creative, which is good. You know, like I said, stream to be creative, create content to be creative. And how much it takes, how many views it takes to make a single dollar goes up. Okay? Unless you started streaming in 2005, or 2010, or 2015. If you started streaming then, maybe you're making money now, and you'll be fine. But as of June 2026, I would argue that that's it. You can't make the next generation of streamers will make no money because the odds of making any money are so low. Might as well go play the lottery. That's just the way things go, right? If there are 12 million, like right now, June 2026, 6 million people streaming. By 2030, there are 9 million people streaming, and you start streaming in 2030, that means you're competing against 9 million people trying to make a single penny. Right? And it's not, right, if there's only, I don't know, we'll say, it's not that they pay but one streamer only, right? It is the fact that, how do I word this? If someone's getting 500,000 viewers of those 6 million, right? That's that now your odds of getting those viewers are gone. And it goes down. Like I said, it's not that it can't happen. It's just that on top of the 6 million you're competing against, you're looking at the top 1% already taking 3 million of those views. And then the top 2% are already taking 5 million of those views. Which means now you have, I don't know, this is horrible math. Now you have 4 million people competing over 1 million viewers? By all means, stream. Stream for fun. Stream to create content. Stream because it's a fun outlet. It makes you happy. But starting in 2026, I would argue, if you are specifically, oh, I will become a streamer because I know in a month I will be making hundreds of thousands of dollars. No. No. Right? You can't go into it with that mindset. You can't go into it going, oh, this is a quick way to become a millionaire. No. And I would argue probably by 2030, that's just going to get worse. In 2035, it's going to get even worse. Right? So it is very much that thing. I watch a streamer called Carnage. I would say the odds of his children making any money if they decide to become streamers are it's above 0, but it's below 1%. Right? If they stream, they will be living off of, which is fine. They'll be Nepo babies. That's just the way life works. Because Carnage has made so much money, as he has quite often stated, his grandchildren are set for life. Right? But, like, if you have kids now, and in 10 years, they're like, oh, I want to be a streamer to make, it's not going to happen. And that's just the way life went. The golden age of streaming has passed by. The silver age of streaming has passed by. We are now in the what amounts to the corporate age of streaming. We are in the age of streaming where it's like, yeah, no, the corporations are going to make all the money because there are 6 million plus people competing for a very small amount of views making it. I don't know if this is true. I averaged 10 viewers a stream, and I was told by multiple people that puts me in the top 5% of all streamers, which means there are 95% of streamers get less views than that, which in my mind means they get 0 views. And you can't make money on 0 views. Again, I don't know if that's true, but that is what I am told. And that's only gonna get worse from here. So, again, if you want to stream, by all means, stream for creative purposes or outlets of fun, enjoy, or because you want to make something, or that sort of thing. But if you're going into streaming saying, I am quitting everything because I know in 2 months I will be making enough to survive on, not gonna happen. Just, it won't. That's just life. Anyways, I apologize for that. 10-minute rant. I'll have to try to remember to edit that out in the time logs. And welcome, Sam, to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the herd. We are playing Age of Wonders 4. We are starting the Evermore map. So, so select. Okay, we're gonna play it on normal. Again, I always play every map on normal, and if I get my ass kicked, I will then drop it down to easy. So, through skillful persuasion, you have become Merlin's new apprentice. Accompany him on his search for cosmic balance, returning to the mythic realm of Evermore. Uncover the secrets of the crumbled Circle of Diogai, and wield your newfound skills to fight the sinister powers sleeping in Evermore's shadows. Now, I'm just aiming to beat the map. Ooh, my voice cracked. I'm apparently going through adult puberty again. However, I'm doing this wrong. Library, Age of Wonders. There we go. There is an achievement for in Evermore, complete the Secrets of the Archmages quest. So I'm aiming to do that before we end the map, if possible. We'll see. So, modified realm traits for this map. Devastated Pangea. This realm consists of a single connected landmass shaken by cataclysms. Temperate provinces are rare. Hostile climes, such as desolate provinces, are common. So I think hostile, desolate, sand, and ash. Ruins and ruined wonders are common. Free cities are absent. So the only vassals we can make are by conquering other people. There are no free cities. Interesting. Mana crystals grow more easily on the throne, making them unusually abundant. Mana resource nodes and pickups are abundant. So we will have a lot of mana resource nodes. Okay. Death casting. The mortals of this realm are infused with its magic, releasing it on their death. Units grant their owner plus 10 combat casting points on death. So when one of our units dies, we can cast more spells. Unbound tomes. Great. We just have to unlock tomes. We don't have to worry about affinity requirements. We've seen this. Shrouded Isles. I like this better than Umbral Abyss. I like the way they handled it better. It suffers from the fact that you are very limited to where you can go. This is more just, you decide. Do you take the land around you, or do you take the land in the Shrouded Isles? I think it's a much better way of doing things. And small underground. So essentially, no underground to live in, or like, it's there, but you can't live there. Okay.
Your journey.
We're going to create a faction. I want to create mole men. We are going to shred this. We're going to be a little gamey because it is 5 skull difficulty. We're going to take Desolate Adaptation. We're going to take Quick Reflexes. And we're going to take Light-Footed. All right. None of this is all very gamey. It means we're going to be harder to hit, right? Right, by ranged attacks. And it means our melee units don't have to worry about the blocking each other. And so this is made combat easier for us. The one argument I could make is maybe pick up vulnerable to physical. So we don't lose defense and resistance, we're just weak against physical attacks. To grab... Oh, we can't, that's a twofer. Never mind. So we're good there. Confirm. Select.
What is their origin culture?
Now, this is gonna get weird. So I'm gonna choose Architects of Chaos. So we have 2 Chaos. Specifically,
what defines their society?
Because we're gonna show off the Cosmos tome, the Tier 5 tome. And that tome specifically... Actually, I guess I can show it here. So that tome, doesn't matter, we'll just do it by tier, has a specific building for each affinity at or above 5. Gain plus 50 of this resource, right? Order I don't care about, weirdly, and Chaos I actually don't care about. Those can stay at 5. Those can actually stay at 3. I don't care about draft. I actually don't care about gold. I think we'll be making tons of gold through various resources.
Society?
So, we're going to take Empire of the Cosmos. So if we have 1 of everything, we get a mana boost. If we have 2 of everything, we get a knowledge boost. And 3 of everything is Imperial. Okay, I think we're still doing Architects.
What is their origin culture?
Do I want to go super hard in nature? Is the question. As much I'm rethinking this lot, right? Do I care about draft enough to push Chaos? Or do I want to push something like Shadow or Material? Let's do Architects of Shadow. I think we're gonna push Shadow instead of Chaos. I think we let Chaos. Oh no, hold on. That stays. I think we let Chaos stay at 3. Order is going to be super low as well for most of the playthrough. Right? But that will push us down the Shadow Tree fast, and the Nature Tree, and I'm okay with that. So we'll be Architects of Shadow instead.
What defines?
And we're going to take Cosmos. And Fabled Hunters could probably work, right? We regenerate more hit points. Talented Collectors is a good thing. It guarantees we're going to start, because we're taking Architects, it just guarantees we're going to start with something near us. I could also see an argument for Runesmiths, right? Because we are going to go heavy on the enchantments, but then I don't know how much we'll essentially be rolling the dice on finding Wonderstone. Magical material nearby are runesmiths. You know what? Another pivot, we're going to take runesmiths. So that will give us, by the end of the game, base. Assuming other things don't pop up. 7 shadow, 5 astral, 5 order. Maybe. Assuming we do all 12 tomes we're aiming for. 6 material nature, 7 shadow. So let's do that.
Choose your
And we're
first
actually
type
gonna
of
start.
magic.
We can either do gluttony, we could do bloodright, we could do pyromancy. Right? We could do warband, we could do horde. I argued the horde, but the chat talked me into starting with gluttony. We don't make use of the corrupt pact until much later in the game. We probably will get plenty of mana in the game, so this probably isn't a huge thing to worry about. But the demonic hunger, the sooner we get that rolling, the better. And the gluttonous imp was useful. We could choose. So we're going to start with Tome of Gluttony.
What is your ruler's origin?
I do want to be a giant king. Game. Oh, right. Select. And I think we're going to do Storm Giant. So that provinces... We don't get a lot of water. But it will give us food and mana. Alright? Production's not bad. This would have been good on the last map. Alright. Ton of production. Now we're gonna be a storm giant.
Reveal yourself.
I'm gonna randomize things. Keep going. Till I see something that catches my eye. You know what? That works. The question becomes, what class? Right? Death Knight, Battle Saint, Warrior all work incredibly well with giants. I'd like to try something a little different. So I'm wondering if we do Warlock and go Pet. Because the giants have summons. I don't like the color. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, I know we're starting Shadow, but we're not going to stay Shadow. Is the thing. All we care about is pure magic. Right? So maybe... Yeah, that one looks magical. Matte blue is a magic color to me, and yeah, that's fine. Select. The race can stay exactly as it is. We're gonna start a Warlock, and we're gonna go... Right? Warlock has the pets? I'm trying to think. Ritualist has some things with pets. Elementalist... Yeah, we definitely want a Warlock. And we're gonna try to go...
Begins.
Sure. I will say we are going to go, and again, this is gamey. We're going to go Collector. Where are you? There we go. Collector. Otherwise, we're good. Onward.
When the prophecy of Anon had been fulfilled, and Merlin wrested from Urath's control, the Godia of Mage Haven rejoiced, hoping Merlin's powers and knowledge of the enemy would turn the tide in the Great Umbral War. Yet Merlin, guilt-ridden and drained, barely mustered the strength to repulse them. He walked the streets of Mage Haven as a tired old man, dismissing friends and foes alike. Until one day, Merlin disappeared, and no traces of him were to be found. Only a vague rumor persisted that Merlin had become a recluse, imprisoning himself in meditations on a floating island somewhere within the astral sea. Alas, the astral flows can be treacherous, and a man of once great power cannot hide from the cosmos forever. A messenger of the Horwind, an ancient owl people attracted to arcane secrets, was the first to find Merlin's astral refuge. She talked in riddles, alluding to a quest of dire importance. Thereafter came many mages, some impatient, others tenacious, seeking his mentorship. Merlin ignored them all. At last, the Horwind messenger grew desperate, speaking more openly. Her people had sensed rippling echoes in the astral flows, signs of unusually strong magic activity, leading back to Evermore. Evermore. Hearing that name roused Merlin from his meditations. He looked at the messenger and the one Godier who had outlasted all other aspirants. Then he conceded. This is the tale of their return to Athla's broken wizard's throne.
So I guess I should have played an owl person, but oh well. Well, owl people, at least, not moles. We got a water province. Awesome. Alright. Yep. Resilient Incarnation has been capped. Cool. Evermore. Since you arrived on its astral shores, an ancient magic washes up, out and over you. Merlin, after observing from a distance, approaches you at last. You can feel it too. I'm not going to try to say her name. He remarks, gazing afar. Despite the passing of ages and disasters, Evermore's spells still befuddles. Cannot swallow and talk at the same time. Sorry about that. To the elves that offered healing, to the wizard kings, squandered immortality, to the shadows demons, it was mere sustenance. To me, unloved home. Slowly clasps his grimoire with his corrupted arm. The cosmos is ancient, and some things are better left undisturbed. Evermore's magic is being meddled with, but we must find out by whom. You never told me why you sought me out on that barren rock. Or asked, suddenly turning you, or you told me and I didn't listen. I sought guidance in the arcane arts, which is a huge knowledge boost. We get the Tome of Winds, the Tome of Scrying, or the Tome of the Doom Herald for free. Now, here's the thing. I want that research. However, we were going to take the Tome of Doom Herald anyways. Right? So it will slow us down, but allows us to take a different tome in place of Doom Herald, which might pay off better than 600 research in the short term. So we're going to do that. Weirdly, I came to herald your nearing end, Merlin. Let us hope you are right, Merlin says. Gowdy, it is my greatest desire. Oh, wow, that's That's dark. Was the arbiter of Atlas Circle of Diogai. He continues changing the subject while you start feeling a nagging strain inside your head. Oh, that's not a good sign. I sat there on the wizard's throne seeking cosmic balance, but it was all for naught. The strain intensifies, slowly obfuscating your thoughts, for I was one with the enemy Earth's agent. Oh no. It still lingers. Merlin class eclipses yourself, reduces the world to one voice, which you must understand. Our cannot be trusted. The grip loosens. Go now, study the echo. Okay. Remember to not remember. 80 to 40, we lose 50 mana, but we rank up. Oh. Oh. Interesting. We lose mana, we gain alignment. No matter what, we're going to 60. Oh, Merlin drops from 80, but we rank up. We still lose 50. Ooh. So do we want to start with no mana? Is essentially the question. I think for the alignment boost, oh boy. I feel like morally this is the right thing to do. Weirdly. I really don't talk about morals in a strategy game, but here we are. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna lose mana, but we gain some alignment. God, but that is... What is that? That is... 6 turns of mana? 8 turns of mana? Hey, Wonder Ponder, welcome to the stream. So no matter what we're dropping... I don't... This is hard. Like, the rank up would be good. Right? But that is essentially 10 turns of no mana. That's rough. I think I can't sacrifice the mana. So the Wizard's Throne is on a different map. Okay. Set Arcane Research. We'll grab Infernal Jaws. We've got a Scout. Gold, mana, water. Which is good for us. It has a fishing ground. We actually want that sooner. Like, our first farm is going here. Weirdly. But we can't get it yet. What can we attack? We can attack gold. Second farm goes... no, I guess the first farm goes here. Second farm goes here. You can get to here. What? What's this? This is... Okay. No? Just a minute. You have a haunted graveyard, which is a problem. This is... Why am I starting with 6?
Yeah.
I'm damaged. You're a battle mage. You're a tier 1... Hold on. Melee, melee, ranged, ranged, ranged. Why am I starting with an Astral Wisp? Weird. I'm actually going to show you... Okay. We're going to pull you out. You in. And I think we clear off this food first. We know we're going to get a farm first, so... This is 5 production, 10 knowledge. So... You up the workshop. You up the surveyor. Okay, we'll get a little mana boost.
Yeah.
Let's... God, I am My first instinct is to like sit here and be like, all right, what is this, tier 3? All right, is to be like, all right, just hold back and heal. But I don't think we can. So let me flat down stream 1. Stream 2. How much do I need? 80 for the Steely. Okay.
Oh?
And then another one. Bookmark 1. Mess that up. Save. I'll just do the one. We'll trigger this fight. Normally, no, it's the first. We do this the first combat of every map. I will manual it. What is? Hold on. Alright. So what are we dealing with? High magic resistance, which, yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So we're gonna pull you up. Melee, melee, melee. Ranged. Sub-priest! Alright, well. Skill. Can I? Oh, I forgot to do that. I hope I set this up correctly. We have Obelisk Crash. Yeah, Conjured Animated Lightning Blitz. Why is it lightning? Okay, we're gonna let them come to me. I am not a melee dude. Theoretically. Oh, I can't get there. Alright. So we... Jesus. Affinity.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not supposed to be in the front line, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna cultivate his affinity. And we'll go there. And you can swing this way. And they should swing this way. However, he's got regen. I guess I should have saved it to remove a negative status effect, but... yeah. They're in. So here's the thing, right? Got it? Hold on. You. Summon a sword. Right? You can summon a Tesseract here. Right? You gotta charge. Boom. Right? Up you go. So now I can incarnate shot. Ooh. I'm not sure I want to incarnate shot anyone. Well, you take the hit first. Boom, boom, boom. You can step forward. Yeah, no shots there. You're 50-50. We can get up to 90 there, but... we'll incarnate shot. I think that's better. Boom. Oh, sorry, this is distracted and stunned. I'm going to try to do this. That would be useful. Without using any spells. Oh no, my sword! Yeah, took a hit. That's okay. So now... 90% chance to kill. Take the shot. Great. You're charging up here to mess with them. You're going here to pin them down. 50 is the best we can do. Really? Why? Yeah, why is 50 the best we can do?
Oh?
He's got 100. Alright, now, oh, defense mode maybe? Great. Great. End turn. Great. Little to no damage. Got a lot of food. Got a crossbow. I'll take it for now. Still hasn't popped. That's okay. You're gonna be a part of this army. You're making a unit. Orders required. Oh, perfect. You can step into here. I guess we're looking this way. Considering how... So, that means... Oh boy. Potentially... Yeah, we're definitely gonna be relying on... 1, 2, 3... Wow, there are 3 other rulers? Looking at how small this map is, we are definitely gonna be making use... Shrouded Isles for land. Even if we go, and I still want to do 3 cities by turn 30. Oh no, I aim for 3 cities by turn 40 at the latest by turn 30. Okay. Day 2 dawn. Uh-oh! An ancient agreement. While your people still build up their foothold on Evermore shores, you find yourself summoned to a meeting with Merlin and the Messenger of the Whorewind. When the Archons established the circles of Diogai throughout the worlds within, the messenger called Uluya Whitecrest begins. Okay. Would have worded that differently. The circles wizard soon... I would have changed it. I would have said, she begins with this statement, and then said the statement. The Circle's wizards soon felt the chains of Archon rules and leadership. No longer could they freely explore the secret of the arcane. No, they had been reduced to mere stewards of Archon order. Then she continues, my people have a long tradition of preserving and guarding magical secrets. They made an offer to the most ambitious Gaudier of the Circles. Together, Gaudier and Horwin created the Shrouded Isles, isolated pockets from the Astral Sea, hidden in the Archons. Oh, interesting. To summarize Merlin at last response, your people came to Athla, conjured secret islands with Evermore's wizards, and none of this was found out thereafter. Remarkable. We know how to keep our secrets, Ulia replies. As for the Wizard Kings, our agreement ensured their own mortal discretion. Nevertheless, nothing is safe forever. These are the shrouded gates leading to the isles hidden beyond Evermore. Someone has started to plunder the arcane secrets guarded within those shrouded isles soon after the astral disturbances of Evermore began. And if we explore the Shrouded Isles, Merlin concludes, we may find the source of the astral disturbance. Are you ready to... Okay. Require a hero... Yep. So, we lose knowledge. We lose Imperium, but we gain the Astral Heart. Or just agree. None of these are worth it. I'm just gonna agree. Great. So there's our first Astral Sea. And then more... 2. More than likely, a spot out here somewhere? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Are we just... Okay. Oh, it just wraps around. Okay. That's weird then. The map is bigger on the right than the actual mini-map. I feel like that's a bug somehow. But that means there's more land than I think there is? So, second city out here? Third city somewhere down here? Maybe question mark? So we've got food. You're exploring. Grab the mana boost specifically. So, I believe this takes 5 mana. So we can cast that. You're to head south to claim this.
Yeah.
We're going to need this mana sooner rather than later. So what we will do is start sweeping in this direction. Save game. We will throw down bookmark 2. And we will trigger this fight for gold. Auto combat. I should not lose any units. So I am going to retry this. That's perfectly fine. Right, I see the issue. I don't think... What's the range on this? Yeah, not worth it here. If you go here, and you go here, that limits them. And you can run in this direction. Alright. More importantly... Hold on. Yes, alright. So here is safe. And helps with the flanker. Here is fine. And here is fine.
Yeah.
Alright. End turn. Yes. Should have done a tactical bookmark. Yep. Gonna take hits. Not unexpected. That's fine. So immediately cultivate the shadow affinity. So the bleeding's removed. And he will start regenning. More importantly... Hold on. Where can the sword go? Oh yeah. The sword can go down here. The Tesseract can go down there. Oh, I should have done this first. Oh, wow. Huh. I don't like how Incarnate Shot hits friendlies, but so be it. Do the sweep. Got a good 90. Sword melee strikes them. Good shot there. 90% chance to kill. There we go. So, could go after the archers. Probably not gonna. I don't know if we have any. Oh, we can get a kill here. Take the kill. You're fine. And now they're stuck there with very limited targets. Yep. That's fine. Don't have a healing. Could stun. Better to go for the kill with no crackback. Great. Step into this way. Alright, so grab this farm first for the boost. That's fine. Then, we're actually okay on gold. If we're gonna pop in 3... Oh, do we want a quarry next? Yes, I think we do Quarry Forester. Uh-oh. That's... I know what that is. Quarry Forester... Forester Research. Apparently there's a mana node there. This can only... Oh, this could be a Forester as well. Okay. Maybe we do the Forester next. For the not... Maybe we grab this as a Forester, this as a Quarry, and go from there. Can't do a bounty. You didn't take any damage, you're fine. Because this needs to go away. So I need to finish breakfast. Yeah. Right. Yes. So, I don't care about that one, but this one. So that means if we go... Oh, he's just got the one. For some reason, I thought... Oh, because it can turn into a sword. Or a shield. But combine that with a Bone Wyvern, that's two, and we can do a thing about... using our heals. It's a lightning sword because we're a storm giant. That's how long it's been since I played giants. But is that thing, the Bone Wyvern, the Lightning Blade, they'll both get... Oh no, if we do Bone Wyvern, and then cut this way to Dark Ritual, which we may or may not use, that can get us Grace and Infested Summons. Yeah, I don't like Decaying Disillusion, because this can only be used once a turn, and this once a battle, and this can only be used once a battle. This is more like, I summon a unit, it dies, I summon another one. Weirdly, Warlocks don't go that way. So, I think... we start with Transfer Life. How did we gain Renown? Oh, just having an item. That's fine. Yeah, we didn't get anything. We gotta, yeah. Okay. I can't make anything, so that's fine. We can summon a Steel Rune, and we're gonna summon that right here. So it'll start, it will start convert, right? Yes. It should start terraforming them to have waterways. I don't think it converts it to plains or anything like that, but it does give them waterways. Now, normally... I would skip this. However, we're headed this way. Water here. So hold on. 1, 2, 3. Well, that might mean that, yeah, there might be a city like here-ish is what we aim for. We know we have no cities to negotiate with. Oh, it starts zoomed in? Okay. So, I am going to give... Hold on. bring stone to our main city here. You are going to explore... Okay. This way, and then... So that's their territory. So you're going to head this way. You're going here. There's a coast. That means there's potential for a city right in here. I'm assuming, I'm hoping, the other 3 guys are, like, out here somewhere.
Oh,
So with 120, it's 2 turns. Alright. We've got a healing on. What's more important? I think the quarry is more important. Melee, I don't know. So ranged. We got a lot of range. We need another melee unit. So let's grab an Earthbreaker and queue that up. Let that sit. You're waiting. We have to explore. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 6 islands, so this must be explored territory. Okay. So our goal is to finish this before triggering the Broken Circle. New skill, which is when clearing an Ancient Wonder, get knowledge, or resource reward from pickups increased by 50%. Weirdly, we're going to hold off on that. We can annex another province, and I think we decided Forester next to boost this. And then queue up the Shrine. So, basically, it's going to, right? Oh, no! Gains River loses ashlands, chasms, and gloom. Convert, yeah, so this was, alright, it's gonna convert it to Rocklands River and something else. I don't think it's gonna give it a forest. So this is a huge boon for us. We're gonna trigger, well, we're gonna throw down a bookmark. Trigger the, oh? Get Blade Runner. Jeez. We can't afford that. No Pearl, go ahead and leave. We got a Master Precision.
yeah.
Which is actually good for our hero, so we'll go ahead and give her... Now, we lose some experience, so we'll have to deal with that. But we're taking that without a fight. We got one more turn before we can get water. So that gets me... Okay, hold on. I think we have to take out the graveyard first. Just so I know it's off the map. And that city's safe. So we'll auto-combat. Fine. Zapping Sight Taker. Interesting. Might be useful. Take the research. Very useful. We finished Infernal Jaws. We now have an attack spell. Incarnate Mark. Conjure Elemental could be good. We've got 5 research cycles. The vision range of the world map is one we don't want to pass out. Alright, so we'll pass up. We'll start heading in this direction. We finished the workshop. That's fine. That still works. That'll give us a boost. I will spend 80 for the vendor and the storehouse. That gets us all our tier 1s. Now, food city structures, production structure. We still have 2 cities to go. So anything that city structures is still kind of useful. Even if it only ends up affecting 2 cities. We're Good. Great. We're in an alliance with him. We could potentially gain equipment. You know what I'm not seeing? Man, he started... I don't see any magical... Oh no, I went with runesmiths. Never mind. So I feel like not going magical materials might have screwed me over. Not gonna lie. You're headed in this direction. No, because... And here's what. I mean, it did, but it didn't. But I'm pretty sure any Shrouded Isles is guaranteed to have at least one, yeah, magical, and there's a material here. So, weirdly, slapping a city right here, not the worst idea. Right? It can grab some underground, but it can grab a lot of water. For food and quarries and this, right? It's got at least one magical material right here, apparently Archon Blood. Alright, so like a city here wouldn't be amiss. It has room to grow, right? And if we give it a Shrouded Isle, it's fine. So yeah, okay. So I think our second city goes here after we clear out this and this. I'm gonna throw a city here. How long? Okay, we got 6 turns to the hero cap. So yeah, we're good. So we need... Oh boy. So I need to decide what... Hold on. It's 200 to found a city? I think I can grab this and have enough turns to do it. Great. More mana, more food. Greatly appreciated. Right, so we're at 200. That only drops us down to 100. We're grabbing the quarry next in 2 turns, which will boost this. And then this is going to be our second farm. I think that's the way to do it. Right? Let me... Oh boy. Let me grab this first. Save game. Bookmark 1. Trigger. Auto combat. Shouldn't lose anyone. Great. Cool damage. We get a ton of mana. We get a frost shield. Thank you for the mana boost.
Yeah.
And we wait a turn. Still didn't level up, huh? We'll gain a level next turn, getting us to reclaiming attacks. I think getting to the Wyvern is super important. So you're headed this way. Oh, but Ruins of Dulzmere. I think it has to be magical material. This. Got right, Wonderstone? Yeah, that got us 50. And then you're headed back this way. You wait a turn. 10 turns. Gonna take 2 turns, so that gets us 180. Yeah, that gets us to 200, and then we set up a city here. The lava sucks, though. Ruler leveled up. Perfect. We'll grab reclaiming attacks. Confirm. We've got the archives. Next turn, we will grab the quarry, thus boosting everything. And then this will be our second farm. I'm gonna hold off on the stonemasons. Normally I would slap it down right away, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What we'll do is queue up another Earthbreaker. You can enter. Yeah. Island. And there is Diggy. But this is, yeah, forest. Maybe we convert it. Nope. Yeah, not a lot to grab. I mean, it's land. Not a lot to grab underneath. Alright, expose around and bloom from the ruins of Dulcimer, you were joined by Merlin. This was the Wizard's Tower of Fangir, Merlin explains. Master of earth magic, inventions in buildcraft, and a friend. He stood against the conspirator wizards of Evermore during the Second Age, and again on Grexolus when they called themselves Shadrad. Long gone are the days when he would drop the use of magic in fear of the Shadow Team. Now Fangir molds the astral folds, binding the light of the stars in enchanted ruins. Broken. Okay. Interesting. I'm looking for interesting. Okay. Spell's ready to cast. We're gonna leave that alone. Right? What's the upkeep is 5. So it is this thing. It's 1 around. Within 2 provinces. Oh, so it's 2. Yeah, so 1, 2. So it will terraform out to here. It will eventually feed itself. So what I might do is slap down a city here. Oh god. Here. And it can expand, like, here. 2, 3. Again, there is territory inside this. So we kind of need to understand we're going to calculate for that as well. I'm looking for a tower. I do not see one. We're just going to do a path, I guess, out to... Oh, there's 2 watchtowers next to each other? That's a bit weird. Right. Enter. That's a gold mine.
Yeah.
Throw down a bookmark. Again, might have to fight this one. Trigger this. Great.
Oh.
And what I can actually do is you can go here to heal. You can go there, and you can go there. That's still good to go. Am I? I'm not. You. Here. That's. Got the Enchanted Crow Companion. Next research. I do want Joy Siphoners. But I think we want to hold out on that. We want... Actually, hold on. Do I have... 420? I will lock it and grab Demonic Hunger. Yeah, there's nothing down here. You're headed in this direction. You're headed in this direction. You're healing. Actually, you can head this way. Grab a little heal. We can grab the quarry to get a huge boost. 1, 1, 2. We're gonna pop next turn. That will be this far. So we can go ahead and queue up the stonemason, because we're gonna get a boost from this farm. A huge boost from this farm. Alright, hold on. 1, 2, 3-ish. I guess here would be okay. It's a lot of water. The lava sucks. Right. We don't care. Sorry, I just remembered. We don't care about that, do we? Normally, lava would give us city, like, it would be -10. But because we're desolate adaptation, we don't care about this. Okay. Interesting. That still wants me to put it, I think, here. So that's what we're going to aim for. 3 turns, or 2 turns. We do 2 turns here, that's 1, 2. That's really tight, right? Here is probably the best, because it gives us some land and it gives us a ton of water. I think here's the best spot, so that's where we're headed. 3 turns. Yep. Well, it will be farm for the growth, then gold mine. And mana here. And then we can spread in this direction. No, that's nothing. Alright. So I think this one's mana, this one's research. For now. Now we're making 16 a turn, which is good. We have a new skill, which is draft city structures, or quarries grant draft. Both are good. 7 turns? That's gonna skyrocket. This is technically the draft structure. We are gonna want to build this, but we don't get it until we build our second quarry, and we need the 200 for our second city here. I think that's priority. We're gonna swing you this way. I don't think that's a pure lava province. Jaws of Obadov. Well, well, well. This sucks. But provinces adjacent to this landmark gain plus 10 mana. Right. So. Right. 1, 2. Yeah. This city is gonna grab this and this. And this for the mana. I don't care about the Infernal Fiends. Well, the Magma Spirits could be interesting. But I don't care about... I want that mana boost. I want that too. I'm sure that's going to be important, but I think he's going to get that. So yes, we are definitely grabbing a second city here. So that is now priority. I could trigger a fight. And I think I will. So we're gonna need this cleared out eventually anyway, so we'll auto-combat that. Great. It took that. Wow. That just got a huge production boost, but that's okay. For 140... Yeah, we get the shipyard, which is more gold. But I think it's more important to get the Ziggurat. The Great Ziggurat. I can't... Yeah, the Doomgrip chest is useless to us. I prefer to build this on... materials, but wherever is like here or here, wherever is fine. So this is 15 gold. This is 10. I'm gonna queue up the ziggurat. The ziggurat. So this will finish. Then we finish this, and that will boost this hugely. And we're down to 4. That is fine. We got the gold. You're headed here. Spiders, of course, he calls out, incinerating the remaining webs with some well-placed fire spells. Though it would be a deadly mistake to reduce Arachna to her affinity for spiders. Just like her 8-legged denizens, Arachna loves to lure. My accent is kicking in. Lure. I can't do it. I can't say lure. Lure. Unwearied Gaudier into her traps, as I heard even Meandor fell victim to her woven enchantments back on Oldwall. To move with caution, Merlin wins. The unnatural mist near Arachna's gate does not bode well. So each Archwizard has a gate. Fascinating. And you'll head this way. And we need a well, we'll queue up another breaker. Call that good. Interesting. Huh. 88 mana. 70 and super cheap upkeep. I am gonna grab that. So we can see more of the map. Day 10 dog. Immediately gonna cast it. Head south. Astral Rift is bad. Silver Tongue Fruit is good. Okay, so there is water. Okay. Now, fun thing. These count as wonders for the purposes of the Gift of the Owl. So I could trigger this fight, but it's more important to build this outpost. Any shadows of the gods of earth, you are joined by Merlin, who beholds the ruins of Kabal. All? Carissa, the life of mortals was always just a plaything, he explains. While his well-hand carefully examines the various glyphs and charms woven into his tire, fickle as a flame, she drove her orcs to uttermost violence. Granted unexpected mercy. To tell the truth, I never understood her loyalty to me during the Second Age. Maybe she had simply decided to let me. Brace yourself, Merlin, end of speech. From Carissa's secret isle, one must expect the worst. Okay. Yeah, this is actually a really good spot for a city. I'm gonna grab that. Queue up another stele. We're gonna drop right here. Now, interestingly, this is actually lava and lava. So this city is gonna have water and lava tiles. You're going in here. You two are headed in this direction. You get the storehouse into the mason. That's fine. In 2 turns, you will go up to 6. This is boosted, but we're starting to lag on gold. This is cheap enough. I'm going to queue it up. Not going to create a bounty. You're fine. End turn. While you and your allies still search for the source of the astral disturbances, you come to witness their material impact. Ruins crumble, clefts spread through the barren soil, mountains groan as the entire island of Evermore begins to shake. An otherworldly sound pulses from below, sometimes deep as the ocean, sometimes sharp as a razor. Then again, whistling in an almost melodic fashion. After a while, the tremors subside and dead silence ensues. Okay. Cosmic Wake spell. If it contains an enemy province and no ancient wonder, it is removed and the population is lost. Interesting. Sucks to be him. There's nothing here that says if Merlin loses, we loses. We have a new skill, which is routing units are captured or gain mana per unit of tier killed. That's going to be super useful. We're going to hold on to that. I'm going to head in this direction to grab... Oh, good. We got a little gold boost.
Yeah.
You're healed. Okay, what's the most important thing here? Farm-wise, nothing has got... animals. There's no sheepsies. There is a fishing ground out here. Okay, and how much is it for our next hero? 150. So do we want a Death Knight, a Warrior, or an Elementalist? Either one is good. They're both collectors. That's fine. This means a city is going to grow. This means a city is going to be hard to take over. I think we do the Warrior. So we'll select him. That's fine. That means this army now has all its melee units and it needs range, but we can't make anything. You're gonna be in 2, we need 200, which means we can only spend 100. I'm gonna hold off on the draft. That would be giving me more gold. When clearing an Ancient Wonder, that might be worth it. We're not gonna clear this, though. I think 190, 520. Okay, you are headed in this. I think this is going to be our first farm. Forester, quarry is fine. Gold mine there. This is super important to the gold mine. This is super important for a quarry, but more importantly, plus 10 mana. And we're going to throw that here. So this will start converting the area around it. Great. Use some mana. That's okay. No, you got to do you can argue farm first no matter what, but you can make arguments for between quarry or Forester. I think quarry, honestly, is the answer for the mana boost. Alright, so yeah, you guys are headed in this direction. They're going to clear out this area. And yeah, I think we're looking at a third city here-ish, maybe? I mean, it's got this. Alright, yeah, that works. You know what? Let's do the safe battle. I'll take blocked growth for a turn to get a ward somewhere. I thought we were going to get a ward. That's why I picked that. Oh, there he is. Right? Meaning you can step out here, you can step into there. So now this army is slightly stronger. Cool. End turn. Great. Gonna give you As much as I want the mana, need the gold line. So the Stonemason will finish, then these will finish. Then I throw a mana conduit here in 4 turns or less. And go from there. You... Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, here's... Oh, well... Okay, weirdly... You trigger that fight. Should be easy. Great. Don't know why the ward took... Got a dire bear mount. Cool. You step back. Don't know why the ward took so much damage. 2 turns. We're going to trigger that instantly. So in 3 turns, we'll have our city. We've got Demonic Hunger. Can't really cast it yet. We're going to grab Joy Siphoners. Grab the mana boost. Okay. Yeah, we need 150 mana. That's okay. Nothing to grab. Here, we'll try to grab the gold boost. Outpost founded. Ruler leveled up. We're gonna grab the Wyvern. That's the important thing. And what ruin do we take? We're gonna lose 5 more mana. We're gonna drop down to 6. Reflects damage by melee attacks. Increases crit chance. We actually don't care about that. 15% damage might be useful. 15 hit points might be useful. 1/1/1. Not bad. Oh, right. And it unlocks Light Strikes and Pack Leader. Light Strikes isn't bad. Purging Strikes might be better to remove positive status effects. We don't care about the crit. We don't care about Inspiring Killer. We don't care about Searing Strikes. At some point, we will have Decay running around. Or Dispelling. We don't care about Soul Draining or Frost Strikes. But immediately just getting rid of negative status effects would be good for us. So there is that argument of grab this, right? You know what? Let's grab Vitality for the hit points. We're not going to grab this right now. Instead, we're going to grab... We want target friendly unit, any damage, or target enemy unit, and it starts being shredded. So what is this? This gives our ally Lifesteal and Resurgence. Can steal all positive effects. The negative status effects, the more blight damage we do. And we can sunder resistance. And War Seeker. Okay. And Decaying. So this actually feeds into this. And then Ranged. Okay. Or Hex Pack, which gives us Break Morale. Attacks, and this guarantees we will hit. And will fumble. Cause them to fumble. And get weakened. And we can get Cruel. And if an enemy fumbles... What? So there is a build down this side Where if we had gone... Homes, please. Mayhem. So we're inflicting misfortune. Right? This guy just starts stacking hit points. Vicious Killer Willbreaker into target enemy with morale worse. We dominate. So weirdly, if you go to the left, you generally want to go Tome of Mayhem, Tome of the Shadow Tome we got. If you go to the right, you generally want to go Nature, which is what we're doing. Alright, let me grab this. Let me grab Vitality Select. I'll confirm. I'm not going to grab Blight Strikes yet, because no one's doing Decay. I do want the Wyvern. Because we're doing Blight Strikes and Decaying and Sundered Resistance and Sundered Defense. Hello, Aaron Davidson. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I think we go Blood Pact. Now, yes, because if we go Hex Pact, we can't grab Culling Magic. So I think we go Blood Pact. Because this can be used with any friendly unit. So we'll do that. And weirdly, end the turn. And about halfway through the stream, we should not have... I'm not going to trigger the run ads. Yeah. Start terraforming, baby. Right, so yeah, Ziggurat 2, more gold in another 2. We're incredibly low on mana. I do need the tavern sooner rather than later. Unfortunately. Upkeep should only be gold, and then that's all we can make. I'm gonna queue that up now. I went a little hard. You. That's weird. I'll try to pick that up. I appreciate the gold boost. Head to here for a heal, and you go here for a heal. And then next turn, they'll clear this out. Oh, yeah, the pearls are good. I don't they count as mana nodes. Okay. Wait a turn. I don't think there's anything there. You're gonna head this way. I don't think we've grabbed this yet. End turn. That's awkward. Great. Gold boost. Greatly appreciated. Yes. Now we can do this fight. I might have to fight it. Although I guess technically the wolf is expendable. What's this? Oh, we're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose the wolf at least. Auto combat. Don't lose anyone. I will take that. Mask of accurate. Oh, interesting. And a little research boost. Oh, what's better? This is 1 defense, 20 accuracy. This is 3. 1. Now. Yeah, I think we put a 3rd city because of the water tiles. I think we put a 3rd city over here. Weirdly. Hero leveled up. This is our warrior. We're going to give him... First 3 points always go into these. Alright, you can have the zapping sight taker quite handily. Close. Can't really make anything. Wait a turn. Wait a turn. I think the first farm goes here. No arguments. Can you might be, yeah, that's, right here is a decent city. And you're all set, so you can head in this direction. And we literally cannot make more units. Alright. Agricultural Governor. We're gonna boost this by 1 for this farm. So now we're making mana and gold, that's fine. Now we let it grow naturally. More importantly, we queue up a workshop and a vendor. And I think the next thing after these is a quarry for a shrine here, which will give us a huge boost to mana. Not necessarily gold. You're at 312, you're at 520. Yeah, they're like... I'm not... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little of this. Grab this and this just to grab it. Right? This will go out to here. This will be... Oh, that can only be a quarry. Quarry. Forester. Yeah, this is a farm for now, but it can be turned into a forester or something else. But forester here, forester here, forester here is perfectly fine. So this has potential. We do have Archon Blood now. Ooh, giving us a mana boost. Oh, we can already do roads. It's gonna be a while before we get to that 3rd city. I'm gonna grab Extracted Essence now, so we start racking up mana. Does that make sense? You're friendly. You need a heal. You need a heal. These guys are going to sweep in this direction. I don't know if they'll grab that. Love the gold boost. Okay. Oh, I need to pop this for the materials. Theodora. Okay, that's fine. How long to our next governor? 11 turns. Okay. Great. We've got the shipyard. We're making the tavern. This will pop in 1. This is knowledge in production or straight up gold, huh? Could do a bathhouse. What are you doing? It's fine. Let's grab the knowledge in production and let that sit. Again, Can't make any more units. And we're not making enough mana. For now. Spell's ready to cast. I gotta remember we're saving up for Demonic Hunger. You're going here. End turn. The Reaper of Evermore, carrying the scent of pestilence and decay, long lines of Evermore Whites, stage the arrival of the Grim Master Necron Almighty. Death to all, and death specifically to you, Merlin, he declared with a cold grin. May have denied me my triumph at the Second Age, old man, but even though you were always one step behind, you didn't realize why the All-Devourer liberated the Wizard Kings of the Circle. Nor did you find the marks of Urath I placed on the Archon necropolises throughout Athla. Now behold my latest creation, a late gift of the fading lineage of House Iniok. Okay. I see you haven't changed your ways one bit, Necron. Merlin replies calmly. Those broken hands appears to be restrained with great force, but you bring no news to one who has broken the pawn of the enemy. You bring no news to one who was the broken pawn of the enemy. Twitching tentacles attempt to crawl out of Merlin's rope, but immediately flinch as if struck by a flame. And the reflection of the pitiless void, everyone is a puppet, Necron. Urlot's magic cannot be wielded without coming to its corruption. You only brought true death, Necron, Merlin to the side, but you merely deny the dead their peaceful end. Alright. Oh! Not my concern, where you succumb to Trumpet. What about you? Why would you follow a broken pawn? So either kill him, or, well, I guess he's starting out war with Merlin, so we're gonna do that anyways. Yeah. So we essentially answered the call to war, which gave us a boost to that. I don't know where he is, but I suspect we're going to be at war with everyone but Merlin.
Yeah.
Another turn, another turn. Yeah, clear, clear, clear. We'll leave that one. We'll clear that one, and then the city's good. You can annex, no problem. I said mana here. Mana and research there. So we need the mana. So let me grab this mana. So now we're making stuff. We have a new skill, which is mana structures are cheaper. Our conduits grant production in food. For 100 Imperium. Oh, also, production is cheaper. Oh. Or terraforming spells are cheaper. I am going to grab this first, and then in a couple of turns, mana infrastructure. I think infrastructure is the way to go. Kind of expected that. Here. You go up here as defense. You're triggering that and headed, I guess, in this direction. And you're headed in this direction. Ah, hello. Now this is, it's a stretch, but it is close enough to throw it into this city. So I think that's a good thing to aim for. Okay. So this is going to start terraforming all of this. We have 13. Okay. This will be really good as a second farm. End turn. Theoradria. Oh, damn it. Dead Scout. Actually, if I manual combat this, just auto combat and write him off as dead? If I just run, what happens? Does he still die? Oh. So now it's a 50-50 shot. Alright, he just retreated. Okay, your defense. You're popping this. You can only do it once. But getting this, so that you know, makes a strong case for a forester here, a quarry here, and research out here. This is the next research, though. We have 9 turns. All right, we're making good. We've got good golden storage, is a better way to say that. You're popping in 1. So you will grab a quarry next for the gold boost. You're a farce, thus boosting the shrine. Which we're actually gonna wait on so I can buy this, then queue up the shrine. So we know where this is going. So you're in 2. A market is... Oh. Let me grab this next. I still don't feel comfortable producing units. We can do a fight. So, save game. Bookmark 1. Trigger. Great. Ton of food, which boosted this significantly. So I'm going to grab this quarry for the golden mana boost. So now next turn, we can literally queue up a forester. Also, I now have... Well, no, we're waiting a turn on that. This is research? I don't think that kicks in. This is mana structures. Yeah, knowledge city structures isn't... Well... I guess we unlocked it? That's 9 turns, so we can queue up city structures. If I boost the shrine for 42, that's fine. You're gonna make a tavern. I'm gonna withdraw you. I think they're gonna need it sooner rather than later. Alright, and then you go here. Yep. Save game. Mark 2. You trigger this fight. I'll go ahead and let them go. Huge gold boost. Meaning I now feel comfortable, going ahead and queuing up a market here. As far as units go, Shade Makers are good. I would like a couple of Guardians, right?
Yeah.
Shade Maker, yeah, so this is okay.
Oh.
This needs... He is the equivalent of one of these, so at least a shield unit, a shade maker. Yeah. So, see, now grabbing that blacksmith boost is looking better and better, right? We can't do the fishmonger. I don't think we're ever going to get that second province. Because this, unless there's a water province inside one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy shit, there are 12 Shrouded Isles. Okay. Yep, wait a turn, wait a turn. These guys are going to swing this way. And then the city's decently defended. So you need a Forester next. Weirdly, either here or here for the golden mana boost. I was gonna throw it here, but it might actually be better out here. Because of the Pearl Reef. And that would boost the storehouse, the Magic Tech Archive, all of that. So I'll queue that up. That gets us the basics. And then, we'll be looking for Ziggurat into Tavern. Actually, we're gonna cancel this. Queue up the bathhouse. We'll do it in this order. Super good. End turn. Great. Joy Siphoners. Into Cruel Weaponry. Here. Right. This is our racial transformation. Takes no upkeep. So we'll drop down to 50. Tavern. This can annex another province. Right? Right? Gold here wouldn't be bad. Neither would mana. This is a 10 mana boost as a quarry or a farm. But this Forester, weirdly, decent call. Boosted gold, boosted mana. Now I feel comfortable queuing up units because we're making more mana. So we know we need a Guardian. We've got 100 mana, which now makes this, 100 in here, now useful. That will give us some back, and then in 2 turns we grab this. Hero leveled up. Our warrior, I just like going down Berserker path, because of the crit chance. So we'll do that. Nothing to give you. You guys can head here. Save. Turn 18. Auto combat that. Great. Got some mana, got some gold. Great. Got some legs. He is a collector, so it's not the worst to throw it on him. I'm gonna hold. I don't like crossbows, but. Alright, you go here, you go here. We finish this. I don't think we're clearing. Well, we could, but I don't think we're gonna. Our ruler leveled up. So, what's more important? Throw this under a wyvern, essentially is what I'm looking at. Now it gains lifesteal. And if he dies, alright, he can like, this is a summons. So throw this on like a different melee unit, and now he is coming back at the end of combat, whether he even if he dies. The other thing, though, if we can get, the sooner we get to these, right? This gains grace, the wyvern gains grace. That's the way to go. I'm not sure. Oh, if, refreshes all ability cooldowns, allowing me to catch. I forgot about this. Claim Soul is super important, actually. This will allow me to summon a wyvern or my sword one more time. This is super useful when not disenchanting anything right now. damage on attacks or defense. I'm a fan of the attacks. Damage resistant or hit points. I'm a fan of the hit points. And then more infusion points is the way to go. So hold on. We only get 20 points. So we're at 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh. 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. I can either conjured animated lightning blades. Yeah. That's the problem. Because I can't do both of these. I can either do this for crafting. You know what? We're going to skip the crafting. We're going to skip Hurl Lightning. And we're going to focus on Infested Summons. He won't get Graceful I don't think he'll get Graceful. I think the Bone Wyvern gets... Maybe he does. The question is, then, do we want a Storm Shield? Or Glaive? Hmm. 3-1 versus 6-2. That can inflict stun. $80 hit points potentially. 7-3. Yeah, I think we go shield. So we're at 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That gives us everything. And then either Infectious Affliction or Empowered Packs, which would give crit chance to both me and whoever I put it on. Well, you've got one. What is this? Lifesteal and Resurgence. Here, we'll do this. Great. Now we've got a tavern. 2 turns, we're gonna pop again. Either a forestry... I'm gonna call a quarry. This would get boosted by a quarry. That makes me truly want a quarry. To get the draft in this city much better. Multipliers? Okay. So yeah. Interesting. Alright, so there are 12 of them. So we literally have to... Wait, one of them counted, one of them did not? Huh. I'm just gonna put you on auto then. Which is probably gonna run us into trouble. But we'll take it. End turn. Oh, traces of mystery. Missing the scarred ruins of Evermore, you come upon a lone mage occupied with the various trinkets strapped to his chain belt. At last, he notices you. Well met, stranger, he calls out, his face hidden behind a mask. I am a cosmic wanderer, searching the worlds within for the astral Endalium, and exploring how the very fabrics of magic are reshaped by its influence. There is a deeply intriguing anomaly present on this realm. Could it even be? We must find out the truth in time. I expect you too have come to Evermore to unriddle this enigma. May I interest you? Okay, so either Oh! Let's do it! Huge boost. New life sprouts and blooms on everyone's just soil. As a dignified draconian druid approaches you, may peace be upon you, O foreign mages. The druid calls out, endowing you with a white lotus as a token of friendship. I am Reskar, Scapeshaper, emissary of the root seeker draconians. The distant heritage of my people has led us to these troubled shores. We seek the echoes of a forgotten age when evermore we're still an ingrained part of Athla. Is that you, Merlin? Of an enormous... Whoa! Hold on! You gaze at the desolation of floating... Okay. 5 things have triggered at once. Wards and Shadow Towers, the broken throne of Evermore. Even now, millennia later, the fractures in the astral flows echo the destruction liberated from within the wizard's throne. When Merlin cast a spell that activated the seals on Athla, how from the toil of magic, presence, enchantment, could this be the voice of Athla? Clutch a creature. We get a Watcher. Tap into the currents. Cosmic Resonance. I'm gonna grab the mana boost. Ah, here we go. Grove Tender Scion. It is indeed Reskar Scape. God, that Scapeshaper Merlin speaks out with solemnity. It is I indeed, and your village is well appropriate, for the gloom of the enemy still poisons my veins. Tell me, Reskar, Merlin asks, how did things fare for you during the incursions of the Fourth Age? I am pleased to see you still alive. The mountains beyond Ralakesh are vast, Reskar says. After the umbral eclipse, my tribe became blessed by the sudden attendance of the Great Mother. She showed me visions of distant past, when her children and ancestors throve on Athla. Sumaskera the Grove Tower to visit you? Good, I got an outstanding, albeit painful impression of that dragon. Defensive. In the astral disturbances, so you have noticed it too. The voice of the Great Mother turned ominous when she mentioned Evermore. She called it the Shiver, the place where the Eldritch Leviathan decimated her children and woke up Athla. I need some tea. After arriving, we searched the ruins and found a portal to a small isle within the astral void. We learned much about how the accursed Tempest once used the weakness of a dragonkin to mold new draconians. However, he knew nothing of this Eldritch Leviathan. Excuse our rambling conversation. Storm is brewing. A friend of Merlin is a friend of mine. We shall see. No, friend of mine. And that's everyone. Okay. So now we have cruel weaponry. I don't care. If we look at our library, got gluttony. Cool. Don't really like. Would be neat. Would be neat. Don't need. Cool. Can't really use. We're not gonna go evil, probably. That's not bad. Losing morale, I guess. So I don't care. I'm just gonna queue this up. Can create a bounty. Not going to. We're still early game, so we're gonna trigger this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Save game. Bookmark 2. Now trigger the fight. Auto combat. Great. Got a little mana, got a little food, which means you've been boosted down to a turn. Oh boy. God. So next turn you will grab another farm. Which stonemason for the production. Still want the mana, still want the gold. We're making units. 71. We're gonna... Did I grab this? I did. Okay. So we're grabbing this next turn, and we're looking to settle our third city. I think here. This is iffy. Oh, uninhabitable, uninhabitable. Actually okay. Right? But here gets us this water. It gets us this. It gets us this. It gets this gold. It can kind of stretch into the ruins of Selgard, and we can grab it. We're not going to grab either of these. If this grabs water, it's going to stick to the coast. So you're popping next turn. We could grab... Oh, wait. No, we're casting Demonic Hunger. That's why. And I said I was going to grab this as the second farm. Okay. We boosted at 5. Yeah, I think we burn through these. I'm going to queue this up now. This is the build order until it gets done. And these two are literally just going to head in this direction. They'll clear this out. They'll clear out all of this. And like I said, third city here is a good spot, weirdly. I don't think, right, it gets us, well, hold on. Here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2 can extend out to here, can extend out to here. Here might be better. So that's 1. No, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, I think here's the best. It gets us within 2 here. 1, 2. Gets us within 3 here. This is centrally located enough, right? Some gold. Gonna lack foresters, unless maybe it does create foresters. Okay, we're okay with that then. It didn't create foresters here though, so I guess it depends on what territory it overwrites. Second farm, second quarry, second forester, and we're good. All right. End turn. Yeah, we're only on turn 20. So I think I can get 3 cities by turn 30. Especially if I rush them this way and then back clear. So Arcane Institute, building the bathhouse. Alright, you are probably going to this city. So we're gonna build, I know it's occupied. We're gonna build a research outpost. Oh. Is there anything I want to super boost? Not really. Oh. That's ticking down, so this has to be built. That gets built. Let me do that. 6 turns, we're good there. Theodora. So second farm. Maybe we pause on the farm to catch up. And instead, we're going to grab the quarry. Third quarry's going here. I think we grab this quarry for the mana boost. So now we're making a ton of mana. We're going to go ahead and cast Demonic Hunger. So that'll finally start kicking in. We've got the way... Oh, now we can pick a new tome. Now... Oh, interesting! That counts as 2 tomes. Oh, wow. It jumped us ahead. We're gonna go back from Ethereum because we want Home of Enchantment. We want Spell-Tempered Shields. We want Purging Arrows. We want Sundering Blades. We want Awakened Tools. We want a Rune Carver's Camp. The Copper Golem, take it or leave it. Right? But you notice Oh. What? Oh, amplification's tier 3. Okay. I want a lot of tier 3 tomes. So, after enchantment and artificing, jump to no, we grab enchantment, jump to cycles, then backtrack to artificing. I think is the way to go. So we're going to select enchantment. High tome library. No, hold on. Show tome library. Ethereum. Enchantment. There we go. That was weird.
Enchantment is truly a union of the
We want both of these. I'm going to go ahead and lock this. We're going to get Sundering Blades first. Close. Next, we want Joy Siphoners. Because again, we don't have to pay mana for that to upkeep. So I think that is the priority. I think we rush you guys in this direction. Yeah, 4 turns. That gets us a 3rd city, and they should be able to clear out the Astral Rift. I'm still making a unit. 3 turns to the bathhouse. You're fine. 2 more turns to the foundation, and then we'll see. Like, we're gonna need gold. We're gonna need mana. We'll see what we need. And this is ticking. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm slowing down the growth because we got so far ahead. I'm worried about city stability. So, let me grab this for 100. I think we're almost done. Hold on. Did we just... Great. You can heal. New skill. Oh. Unit research skills and units unlocked through research are cheaper. Or stability from draft. It's really good, actually. We're gonna grab this for 100. Mark all as seen. So, weirdly, we're taking so long to snag this. Oh. I'm not sure which is better. Alright. We'll figure it out. Vendor, Shrine, and 2. That's fine. 4 turns will get us to here. We'll be at 6. And then once this is built, we can rush like the second farm, Avern, and so on. So 4th. You've returned. That's a quick smash and grab.
Yeah.
Or we get a Necromancer. No, you can leave in peace. Because that gets us to here. To clear this. Safe battle, auto combat. I will give up the ward. Close. Alright, take reward.
Yeah.
Don't know who it went to. You can have the Visor of Farsight.
Oh.
And we can move you... Oh, no. What we can do is move one of these guys into here. And you can't move. And we can move him out, and the shield dude can join this army. And we're down to 2. Let me queue up Yeah, we're far enough away. I'll queue up a cultivator. But blacksmith is now super cheap. So I think we're grabbing the quarry in 4. A second quarry. So either here or here, just to clear this out. I don't think this can be... Oh, no, that could be a quarry. That can be a forester. That could be a quarry. All right, this is uninhabitable. That could be a quarry. This is uninhabitable. So this area is blocked. So weirdly, a quarry here, just to block this side, is pretty good. So... The Broken Throne. Province's knowledge. A research post in the province gains plus 10 mana. So if you build it, well, you can't build here, or here, or here, or here, or here. Not sure how that works then. Wait. So this, no, that's a conduit. Conduit. Mine. Okay. With regard to the landmark, gains enemy spells will backfire. Casting points, and we get requires target own city. Okay, each city can just get a random spell. Okay. Right. Yeah, not unexpected. He's going for this. That is fine. Okay, you how long for you to make a surveyor? Put up a surveyor here. Just so we have 3 of them out and about. Yeah. Or, you know what? Quarry here. So we can start heading in this direction to grab this, right? Quarry, quarry, or... No, quarry. Research. Great. Bathhouse, you're good there. Queue up the blacksmith to now start pumping out units. That is cheaper. Yeah, we have no nature, so this is gonna have to play catch up. You step here and heal. Friendships all over the place, which is good, I think. Alright. We're gonna poke our nose in these. We're gonna hold off on this again. We're going to, oh no! If we're gonna settle this city, we're gonna make sure there's 200 in the bank. Yeah, joy siphoners and that. I will hold off on joy siphoners so we can just immediately start terraforming this area. Yep, you're fine. Yep, more mana is good. Yeah, lots of boosts here. They are gonna need walls, but we're okay. In 3 turns, you are going to grab the second farm. We're good there. End turn. To boost that tavern. Yeah, I think it's gold and then gold in production? Hero leveled up. This is our tier 4 guy. Now we are going crit. So critical hit chance for the rest of his army is pretty good. We're gonna grab the XP. And we're gonna grab Frenzy. And confirm both of those. I'm not gonna give it to him. Yeah, so basically we build the outpost and we'll have just enough. Okay. So this is the third city By turn 30, timing up great. I did not do that. You are headed in this direction. You two, weirdly, are headed in this direction. And I will queue up a Shademaker. Great. Surveyor's almost done. Grab the mana boost. You're headed in this direction. Waiting a turn. We're good. End turn. Because these two armies are going to need to clear out this Astral Rift before it becomes a problem. And then we can snag. So perfect. We got Sundering Blades. We have Sundering Blades. We're going to grab Purging Arrows. Again, in this direction. We can pick you up. There's the melee. Oh, you're... Wait. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Shoot. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't realize... Hold on. Ranged. You can go into that army. And then it's melee, ranged. Needs a ranged unit. But you need 2 melee units. Oh, look. 2 melee units. That's my bad. Shit, that just blew through 2 of them. It's going to pop next turn. So we'll be at size 9. So, what are we missing? Right. I said it's going to be the second quarry. The second quarry boosts the academy. So but we want the armory. Oh no, we're making the blacksmith. That's fine. So this will get boosted. This is a little behind, but we need a second forester. Let's do the market just to get it through. The quarry will also boost the mana obelisk, so keep that in mind. Great. You're headed this way. Take reward. You're headed back this way. Not sure what I'm going to use you for. Okay, grab this. Pop this. Like, he's just going to go on a tour. And you're headed... Okay. You're going to try to get your troops to stop by Ulia Whitecrest. Halt! This is an isle has not yet been breached. My brethren still guard its portal. The Codex demands they defend the Shrouded Gate, even against us, but if you show them this token, they grant you free passage. Oh, it's an oracular... Hands you an intricate disc, not unlike an astrolabe embedded within a pendant. It displays ornate etchings of celestial bodies, and emblems of the 4 magic Hordewind schools, and symbolism related to smithcraft and forging. It's an oracular locket. Oraculator locket? Don't fiddle with its modulations? Okay. Is that an item? Or just a thing? Alright, so that didn't count. Alright. Okay, what are we doing? Yep. End turn. Looks like we'll probably end, I'm guessing, around turn 26 or 27. Great. 3 turns. Summon this. You're headed to here. You're headed to here. You're headed to here. Yes, perfect. Then we'll clear this out. We're good. You're healed. Yes, you can head north. Right, I said quarry here. You start heading in this direction. which has boosted the academy. Roughly okay. Now we're looking at gold going, oh, we're going to start struggling with gold. We're going to change this. Where... I need a better name. Change city name. Pro Tempest. How about Lunar Tempest? Accept. Solar Tempest. Puget Tempest would be the third one. We might go to 4. I'm not gonna lie. Because there is room out here, potentially, literally right here, for a 4th city. The Solar Tempest needs a second farm, so we're going to grab that, thus boosting the Stonemason against. So now in 4 turns, great, we'll grab that. That should have boosted the Tavern. We're going to grab that, so we stay above that. This is 15. We'll hold off, but, right, this is potentially 30 stability in a given city, right? I appreciate this. I feel like the majority of the time, this is just a good grab. Oh, and we got 4th March. I do need roads. We do have our second city, so we'll figure out what to save up for. It's founded, orders required. You're headed here. You're headed. Oh, ancient obelisk. In the action of Memento, your troops find a mobile monolithic structure adorned with pristine, mysterious carvings. This is an ancient obelisk, warding the secret entrances to shrouded isles. Leo Whitecrest explains to Sheen Merlin entered the scene. Without the obelisk, even their makers wouldn't be able to find the shrouded gates. But none of that matters. We already revealed all the gates in Evermore. I would not be so sure about that. Merlin objects, smiling. On Evermore, it is a good precaution to expect the unexpected. If you insist on wasting your time, play disgruntled, go and activate these obelisks. Oh, and we know this one. One there. Oh, that's the only one we found so far. 2 there, and I bet you there's one inside one of these. But we need a hero to activate it. So you're headed in this direction. Oh, actually, you're gonna snag this and then head in this direction. How long to build a foundation? 3 turns. Here. We'd lose 5 mana, which we can give up. We gain 10 stability. What would we dedicate? Honestly, I'm gonna wait. Oh, we need at least 3, right? I think. Hold on. Yes. So we need at least, because we have 3 in Materium, 3 in Shadow. So we need at least 3 in a given affinity. I would actually like to make it Nature, so we can catch up. Our Nature is going to be so... I don't care about order. Our Nature is going to be so far behind. That I want to catch up. Does that make sense? Wow. 1 turn, we can grab Seeing Stones already. Okay. What do we have unlocked? Oh yeah, Unit Research and Draft City Structures. This is probably better. You are headed in... Well, first here... Pop this. Then here to pop whatever's here. See, there's 2 of them here. Not a bad spot. Remember, we will be terraforming, so. Oh, you're waiting. You're waiting. This is still the same turn. All right. We're casting Joy Siphoners. After that, I think Sundering Blades is more important than Cruel Weaponry. Because Sundering Blades is, they hit, their defense drops by 1, meaning the next hit does more damage, and it just starts cycling into itself. I'm gonna cast both, don't get me wrong. Yeah, but I like I said, my favorite Imperium trees are Materia Into the Storm, Tremor Origin investigated. Okay, once again the runes are more trouble, shaken by a cosmic disturbance of even greater intensity. This time, oh damn it. Shaken by a cosmic disturbance of even greater intensity, the time the act wash over you, filling your mind to whence they came as they recede, your mental eye clings to the mountains north of Sith. And you conclude that this must have been the epicenter of the disturbance. Next moves. Okay. Being watched. Only the beginning. God damn it. So there's something going on there. I don't like this hidden timer. It makes me pissed. Right. So we lost the Forester. And we lost... Sorry. The farm. And we lost a body. This should have been a farm. But that's fine. Because these aren't connected. So priority is Forester... farm. Or something like that. So we got that back. We got a new skill, which is... Free cities instantly provide vision range and knowledge. No free cities. Lost a population, so now we have to regrow it back. Pain in my ass. We got our another hero. We need 300 in the bank. Battle Saint's not bad for a prospector. Claim a resource node. Interesting. So I would use him to fight this or this, and that's not bad. We're gonna save up the gold for that. We're gonna cast Joy Siphoners again. No mana upkeep, don't care. Now Sundering Blades. Hey, buddy. Go defend that. Alright. This is Yaka, Merlin explains. Picking up the strong fiber with the foremost toe. It's how he appeared to the Adrak during the First Age. How he raised the Tigrans during the Second. And probably how he set foot on Grixolis during the Fourth Age. The God of Fire was always too concerned with enforcing the worship of his followers to even notice the machinations of his supposed allies. The gate to Yaka's Isle is close, though I'm slightly surprised there are no statues. Enter the shroud again. Now, here's the interesting thing. Assuming this plays... Oh. Grabbing your ass. Assuming this is the exact same. It might not be. Potentially... where are you headed? Not there. That's a problem. Oh, up here. And you're headed here for that. Trigger both of these. Right? Yeah, that's 200, so this is probably about 500. Yeah, so together... 900. Ooh, could use the help. Alright, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Are we missing units? Hold on. No. Alright. But together, they should be able to handle it. I'm probably going to have to fight it. I don't know if we will this. Right? 1. Alright. 2. Potentially, this is the tome of the tiger thing. That gives all our units 25%. Basically, it will... another quick reflexes. Meaning, at range, we're not getting hit. We're starting at a 50% chance to not be hit by ranged attacks. Combine it with a standard, I don't know if it'll let me. Windshield? That is 80% chance at base. So in order to get to 50, you need plus 30% chance to hit on our melee heroes. That's insane. Assuming it is what I think it is. Alright, we're gonna hold off. End turn. Yeah, no, but we will get three cities by turn 30. So we're in a good position, kind of. I assume this is going to be something to do with spiders. That's fine. By itself, we'll take the hits. So we're going to level up. Mark it into the academy, that's fine. 150. Knowledge infrastructure. Or city spells and city structures are cheaper to research and build. Or outposts. We don't need this anymore. I do need road building. That's 125. Let me grab this now. Thus, this is back boosted. Ruler leveled up. For him, I think Dark Ritual into Infested Summons is the way to go right now. Trigger this fight. Gained a level of renown. Yay! City structures take 40% less gold. That's helpful. Save game. Bookmark 2. Oh, I didn't see this. Shit. Alright. Pull back. Pull back. I'm gonna go the Death Knight. You're in this army. You're going to help. He does... Well, it's defense. It's something. I can't unequip you. Which sucks. Honestly. Because I would love to give him a bear. We electrician, devising magical ciphers. All this fascinating system we stopped using age ago. The Portal Guardians left us a clue, though it isn't much. Secret of the island. Memorize the clue. You are gonna swing this way. Try to get around this mountain. Snag this. Oh, wrong city. Right? 2 turns, super cheap. But we have no gold. So yeah, we need a shipyard as priority. These are priority. Let me grab the shipyard. You're headed this way. You're headed here. Oh, we can't. Alright. So we found him. Okay. I can clear this. If this attacks me, this would still be in range. Let's one more step. We'll see how this goes. End turn. I expected that. Okay, so now we know where he is. Great. Fortifying governor is fine. We've got purging arrows. Doesn't matter, whichever is the cheapest, we'll do corrupt pact. I will spend some Imperium to grab this farm to boost the workshop. And we'll go from there. We're going to change this to lunar, solar, time in Latin. Is Fugit. Oh, it's Tempest. Really? I thought Tempest was... Oh! Avum. Oh, Lunar Avum, Tempest Avum. Alright, that works better. We're gonna call this Avum. So Tempest is just season, moment, period, opportunity. Avum is an age, a time, an eternity, that sort of thing. So let's do that. And this will be Tempest Haven. Alright. So we're good there. We'll cast Sunrune Blade. It's only going to cost 6. Oh. Now we queue up. Either one's good. Oh, doesn't affect our mages. We'll do Purging Arrows first. You're swinging... Oh. That might be a boost. You're going to swing out this way to trigger whatever this is. You're, again, headed up this way. I am curious about this. You defend this. Archer this way. Yeah, we... Oh! Looks like we kind of have some built-in city stuff. Okay. At this point... You're gonna double pump gold, and you're making stuff. And we'll see where we go after that. Or underneath the mountains. I didn't do this! Alright, mountains burst, rock crumble. It's like a gargantuan creature tears apart material aim. Its enormous tentacles breach through the astral void, creating astral rifts in its wake. Even through the thundering destruction, you can hear the otherworldly sounds once more, now recognizing them as the bellowing of the creature. An eldritch leviathan is breaking through Evermore's crust, wreaking havoc upon the sundered island. Bordering Leviathan hit by the cosmic wake spell. Okay. Created around Leviathan tentacles. Assemble my allies. I already hate this map. The Eldritch Leviathan, bane of our ancestors, Rescar Shapechanger calls out in disbelief, his people rallying behind him. It never left Evermore. All makes sense now, Merlin adds. While the tentacles underneath his robe mimic the Leviathan's movements, the astral disturbances were but the yawning of the colossal creature, awakening from its ancient slumber, a magically induced slumber as it appears. I hate to interrupt these musings. Uyu speaks up, but this Leviathan brought some family, and what's more, I spy the mysterious mage we've been seeking, or rather phantasmal reflections of her, or him. They spearhead the emerging astral sea monsters. This will sound like madness, Merlin concludes, but I need to push through and create an anchor. An anchor large enough to chain a creature of Evermore's size. Here around the Leviathan tentacles, each army targets a different player. Armies attacking were marked. So create an anchor by creating a city around it. Into the storm. Field. I don't know what that was. Before we have 12 turns. By turn 30. And now we're on a 42-minute, 42-turn timer. I don't know what Into the Storm was. Poke our nose in? If Merlin is defeated, the mission is lost. We have to awaken 4 landmarks and build a city. So now I don't have a choice. I hate this. This sucks. Listen. I understand giving me a challenge. $780. It's not that hard, but I'm down here. So now I've got, I will explore this.
No?
I can't. I have 12 turns to get up here, and it's gonna take 8. And if Merlin dies, well, at least his main city's back here. It's not good game. It's bad design. And it's not bad design in that, I mean, part of it is I just hate the way this works. But hey, that's the way they want to. It's bad design in that they very clearly balance this on, we as developers and players in the top, I don't know, which I am not, 5% of making this, by turn 30 will be twice as far ahead as I am. Right? Landmarks are woken, landmarks bound. So I guess this is awoken but not bound because I have 2 near it. And I need to take this, but I can't. But this is very clearly, in my mind, I'm like, oh, people can finish this map in 90 turns. A expert skilled player who, and I am not one of these, who regularly beat the game in 90 turns can beat this in 90 turns. Probably faster than. I feel like this is geared towards 60 turns. So now I have to ignore this. I had a whole thing here. Well, now we're ignoring you because these guys have to rush in this direction. I don't have a choice. And I'm gonna have to settle a city here. So I need 200 to increase my cap by 1, 200 to settle the city. So now I need to save up 400 Imperium. I have 8 turns to get here, and I have to grow the city to be... Oh, wait, hold on. Time until the next landmark appears? Does that mean this is gonna pop up? Oh, no. This is gonna pop up somewhere else. I mean, I love the knowledge. I hate the stability. On new turn is bound, where its other adjacency effects are disabled. So if we can settle a city here and bind it, we'll get a ton of knowledge. I guess this gets disabled, but this doesn't. So this... Again, I feel like it is truly balanced around the top 1% of the top 1%. And that feels bad. So, what do you need? Well, I need gold, and I don't have gold, so we're stuck pumping out gold. Can grab that next turn, and then head north. I didn't trigger that. I'm guessing he did in some way, shape, or form. I grabbed... This is a farm. And I cannot spend Imperium. So in 4 turns, we're going to grab a forester here. You need walls. I believe that will boost. Here we go. This one would give, but I can't buy it, 10 stability. I mean, we're gonna play it out, but I do not like, again, very clearly balanced, like, 30 turns in. And you expect me to deal with this? Okay. So in 8 turns, I'll have the 400 Imperium to build a city over here, I guess. So it's far enough away from there, I'm not choking that off. Here. And then it has to grow to here while dealing with this. Can't send reinforcements, don't have teleporters, that's 26 turns away. Right? This should pop up balanced around the idea of right when this triggers. So 20, turn 50. 55 on normal. Or you could do 30 or 40. But on normal, turn 50. Yeah, I was gonna grab that, like, oh, can't touch that, because we're too busy running our ass up this way. and you're waiting, and create a bounty, I will end the turn, and that will be the end of this recording session. Thank you very much for joining. What the hell? By himself. Thank you very much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Smash that bell, all that jazz. Even better, check out other videos and playthroughs I've done. Best on YouTube. Bestest, come on over and check me out when I stream live every Sunday through Friday, life permitting. Thank you very much for joining me, and until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. Alright, that is the end of our recording session today. I will be back Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. We will play this out again. Like, that's the map they want to do, fine. I feel like they always balance the map. Like, number 1 felt fine. The first story map felt fine on normal. The second story map felt fine on normal. This one all of a sudden feels like, why has endgame boss appeared at level 5? Right? Why does it feel like... and that's what it is. But the problem is, why are the devs balancing the map around the top 1% of the 1% and not the majority of people? If the 1% of 1% want a challenge, they will play on hard mode. And hard mode will cause this to pop up at turn 30 or 40. Maybe there's some variance. Normal is 50 to 60. Easy would be, I don't know, 70 to 80. Right? Like, I am playing on normal difficulty. What the hell? Right? I'm still getting my footing. Right? So it's like, oh, does that mean I now have to ignore this? If I do this, does that finish the map? Right? Or is there more to it? Right? If this is the endgame thing, why is this map bounced around finishing in 60 turns? I want to play and explore the map on normal and easy mode. Hard mode, fine, fuck it, whatever. They're speedrunning it. They're making it hard. I am playing on normal. I want to explore the map. Too much, man. Too much. Anyways, we are done. We are back. I'm not rating anyone this week. I'll go back to rating people next week. Again, what can't? How do I do this again? Report. Next. Spam. Next. Might be spam. Trying to sell views. Submit. Lock the user. Done. Otherwise, yeah, done for the day. Well, turn 30. And like I said, I would have no problem with this if I were playing on hard difficulty. But I am not playing on hard difficulty. I am playing on normal difficulty. I don't want to finish this map in 60 turns. My average playthrough for a map is about 120, 150 turns. So, yeah, if this popped up in turn 50 or 60, a third of the way through my playthrough, I'm fine with that. Great. Crap. Scrap things. We can go deal with this. This though, it's like, I feel like if I ignore this, he dies. He dies, I lose. That's less than 60 turns to a game. That sucks. This is a turn-based strategy game. I don't want to play a turn-based strategy game in 30 minutes. A single map, in my mind, should take 20 to 30 hours to complete. Not 5 or 10. Gosh darn it. Those are my thoughts. Anyways, you'll hear them again at the start of the next recording session. We are done for the day. I'll be back Sunday. Thank you much for joining me. Until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another.